talking about the Boraginaceae family. And what are the remedies here? One of the remedies is Symphytum. Another remedy is Onosmodi. Another remedy is myositis. Okay, we are talking about the Boraginaceae family. What do we know about this family? The very important patterns and the sensation is being together, together from joints, together through each other, cannot cannot tolerate the idea of being torn apart, pull apart, and the idea of having to be put together, joined together, and have a deep sensitivity to be pulled apart. And the opposite is to unite. And everything starts after a blow, and then there is a scattered kind of a pattern. But what is also interesting is the mind state becomes dull, confused, foggy, bewildered. This is also the pattern of mind state now that our patient is. He's become very confused, dull. He cannot think. He's making many mistakes in everything. This is a very, 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 very interesting pattern that you will see in this comparatively lesser known family, Boraginaceae. So there's a lot of work that we are doing with the lesser known families and the remedies there and how to connect the classical and contemporary homeopathy together. What did I do? Before we go ahead, let's learn a little bit more about Symphytum, because see, a lot of these presentations are prepared by my colleagues, Dr. Shrusti and Dr. Jaya. So I thank them for this. Let's have a look at this very, very beautiful kind of a map that we have created. This is something that I'm trying to create for all of you, maps. And just by looking at maps, how you can kind of come to understanding of remedies. So Symphytum for me is the idea of injury of nerves, but not just injury of nerves, injuries of periosteum, injuries of cartilage, back injuries. That's why Symphytum is in the rubric backache or wrestlers. You can see a very beautiful photograph of wrestlers. If wrestlers have an injury, their best remedy is Symphytum. And of course, eye injuries. No remedy is better than Symphytum in eye injuries. Right? And what else do I want to tell you? The two things I want to tell you, of course, there is sensitivity of breaking, detached, discontented, togetherness, but they also are very important remedy in acidity and acid reflux. Very often in acid reflux, we use Symphytum. And finally, we also use Symphytum in bone tumors. So if you are treating cases of osteosarcoma, bone tumors, bone cancers, metastasis to the bone, think about Symphytum in 6 potency. This is something I like to add and give you additional materia medica so that you can use it and you can understand it and you can help many, many more colleagues of yours. So what happened? Let's try to understand. And that's what I'm going to do today. Actually, one of the best ways of understanding so many different families is injuries. And I thought that I'm going to differentiate all the different families for injuries and how to understand that. So interesting.